Lido Finance has the potential to be a top 10 project in all of crypto, but if you ask me why I haven't yet bought a huge bag of it, well, there are a couple of reasons for this. And as usual in this video, we're gonna look into the things that I really like and the things that I really find concerning. And as always, we're gonna do some price prediction and price potential for Lido Finance. Let's jump right into it. Lido Finance is probably one of the most hyped projects for this year, and actually it all started even last year with the Merge of Ethereum. You might ask why? Because Lido is offering a very unique service that offers you the opportunity to stake your Ethereum with them and earn rewards, but at the same time they issue a token which is called stETH, which is a liquid token. So you can go on DeFi and use it and trade with it. It doesn't have to be locked for the staking. And this is very powerful because unlocks a lot of opportunities for degenerate traders to get wrecked or potentially to make more money with their liquid Ethereum. This sounds almost too good to be true, to earn the yield and yet to have your Ethereum liquid being able to trade it. Is it really that good? Well, I don't think so, but let's first start with the things that I really like about this project. If you decide to stake Ethereum on your own, you'll have two major hurdles. The first one would be that you would need to have a minimum of 32 Ethereum, and the second one is that you need to run a node, which is something very technical and has a lot of risks. Because if you do a mistake or if there's something wrong in the process, there's a process that is called slashing, which basically will be cutting your rewards if any issues occur, which makes it very difficult for the mom and pop investor to stake Ethereum and to earn rewards since they have moved to proof of stake. And Lido introduces a major solution to this problem. It doesn't matter how much Ethereum you have, you can just go on their website and stake it and you'll be earning the rewards. They charge 10% fee on the rewards, which is not little, but it's not like 50%. So I think it's acceptable and it makes it affordable for a lot of people that still want to make money by staking Ethereum. And once all the failures happen with Celsius and BlockFi and even FTX, people still need it and want it to stake passively their assets to earn some kind of rewards. We didn't learn from our mistakes, and there's a big issue here that I see potentially with Lido, and we're going to discuss it a little bit later. But we're such kind of animals. We want easy gains, and Lido offers this solution, and basically all the competitors on the market, except for a few, got liquidated. So in a way, this project is a no-brainer. And also on top of Ethereum, they started adding support for other assets like here Polygon, Solana, Polkadot, Kusama. I'm guessing they might expand this in the future, but this is already like 3 of the major cryptocurrencies out there. You are able to stake them and earn rewards and get the liquid tokens that you actually stake. There are a few more things that I want to show you and I really like about this project. First of all, if we jump to DeFi Llama, you'll see that from all of crypto projects out there, Lido is number 1 and by far on the total value locked. Currently, we're approaching $10 billion value locked. And as you can see, the second one is MakerDAO, which is around 8 billion. And this project has been through so many things. It has been through the collapses to the depths of the bear market. And you can see that still it's growing and still total value locked is significantly climbing. And since we're expecting the Shanghai update on Ethereum, which will basically allow people to unlock their Ethereum and potentially restake it if they want to run a node and go through the process, or restake it with a service like Lido. And that's why this project has been gaining a lot of popularity in the recent months. Also, something very important, at least according to my standards, Lido is one of the most profitable projects in all of crypto. Here on Token Terminal, if we go to revenue metrics and we choose dApps, you'll be able to see that, okay, OpenSea is number 1, but you cannot really invest in it. And then we have a couple of exchanges here. And then Lido Finance here has approximately 20 million in revenue in the last 6 months, which is no small feat comparing to all the other projects in crypto. And I think this is a sign for long-term sustainability. And another thing is that they're adjusting to all the changes, because obviously one of the main projects that Lido is related to is Ethereum. And as I mentioned, Ethereum is going to go through the Shanghai update sometime in March. And by the time you watch this, this might have already been completed. But Lido is already preparing for this to be able for people to withdraw their money and unstake at any given moment and exchange their stETH with Ethereum in one-to-one basis. And that's really good. You know, always when you have projects that are developing and you can see constant updates from the team, that for me is very significant. There's one more dashboard that I wanted to show you. It's on Dune Analytics. And here actually Lido has one of the best dashboards here on Dune, and you can see, I will link it down below. You can see there are a bunch of dashboards here related to Lido, but this is just the main one that I wanted to show you. And you can see here the total value locked graph. I think this one is more accurate compared to the DeFi Llama one that I showed you, but it doesn't matter. Always keep in mind that there will be some discrepancies in the different graphs that you're seeing. But here you can track the total value locked and the number of Ethereum staked. And the key number that I wanted to show you here is like 31% of all the Ethereum out there is staked with Lido. This is huge in my opinion, and it's nothing to be underestimated. And the couple of last things that I really wanted to show and that I really like is, first of all, their token has been already mostly unlocked, so I don't expect any major unlocks in the near future. And also, this project has quite good exchange diversification. A lot of the major players on the markets are also invested in Lido, but as you can see here, Binance, Coinbase, KuCoin, Kraken, pretty much all the big boys are here. And this makes for a great exchange diversification. However, there are a few very significant concerns that we need to talk about. And the first one is back to the tokenomics. And you can see here the distribution is actually very unbalanced. So the team and the validators own like 40% of the project. And then the DAO treasury, which is some kind of a safety net for the project, is around 35% of the total supply. So in total, like 75% is owned by the project in one way or another. And then the rest 25% is investors. This is probably one of the worst token diversifications that I've ever seen. In the hindsight, this might not be so bad for different reasons. If they truly believe in the project, and if they want to stick to this project through a bull market, this means that there will be less tokens in circulation. However, my major concern is that there's no way for the team to make money unless they're running nodes, because they have around 10% fees, as I mentioned. And as you can see here, the 10% fee goes to the node operators and to the DAO treasury. So the fees that these guys are collecting on the staking rewards go to this treasury operators, and I don't see any information if the team is running node operators or no, but this is the only way that the project makes money. And if the team holds this many tokens and they don't run nodes, or they don't make some kind of sustainable way to make money from this project, the only other way that I personally see is by them dumping tokens on the community, which is definitely not a good sign long term. And I think definitely you should keep an eye on this and position accordingly if you decide to invest in this token. Before we get into the price and the analysis of the price potential, we need to discuss a couple of more things. First of all, I think there are major regulatory risks with this one. There has been some rumors that Ethereum might be considered as security according to the SEC. And if this happens, this will definitely mean that projects like Lido will suffer big time. And I don't know how this will play out, to be honest. I'm not an expert in any way on regulatory measures, but definitely this is a big one that you need to consider whenever you decide to stake or do whatever with Lido, and in general also with Ethereum. Long term, I think the projects will survive. I don't really think they will go to zero, but still the risks are out there. And this actually brings me to the last one, which is even the bigger one in my opinion. And maybe I have PTSD from FTX and Celsius and all the stuff that happened in the last 6 months or so, but I think there are major risks with this project when it comes to the stETH depegging from Ethereum and being able to swap one-to-one, or potentially the team doing something shady with the Ethereum. Technically, it's all on chain and you can see what they're doing and if there's any movement. However, I still am not so proficient technically to know that everything, all the solutions that they could find to do dark shit with their Ethereum. So definitely I think that's a major risk. And as history has shown, whenever people have a lot of money to play with, they tend to do stupid things. So just keep this in mind. I don't think it's out of the realm of the possibility to have something like a bank run like we had on stable coins recently, and maybe liquid staked Ethereum might lose peg with Ethereum, and if they're not able to process all the transactions, definitely this is a major risk for me, and that's why I'm gonna position myself accordingly, because I still believe this project has a lot of potential in a bull run, but they're also quite significant risks. Now let's look into the price action and discuss what is the potential for this token. Full disclosure, I took a trade on Lido, but this was just a trade, and actually I exited it quite early because I was looking for this breakout around $3, and right away here on the day you can see on the day of the breakout we didn't have that much volume, and on the next day we had a bearish engulfing candle closing below this resistance level, and I decided to cut my losses early and not hang around for accumulation, because my plan here is not to accumulate Lido. I think because of the hype and because of all the interest on the Ethereum infrastructure and just simply the project, it really looks good and it's very popular among mom and pop investors. I think it's worth keeping an eye on this and trading it potentially, and also the chart looks quite good. We have this accumulation pattern right here, and as you can see, since December we do have higher highs and higher lows. Even through the recent dump and the recent FUD that we had with stable coins and banks, it managed to hold up here around a couple of dollars, and actually it did already retest the $3 previous resistance level. So if this continues to accumulate here, I wouldn't be mad at taking a trade here again, a second attempt around $3, because I really think there are a lot of catalysts that might play into this. And there are some rumors that after the Shanghai update, people think that a lot of people will decide to sell their Ethereum and just be done with it. However, I think a lot of those people that staked for already a couple of years, and they have already seen a lot of bad news on the market, and now we're in a kind of good mood, you know, the market reversed back from the dump and now we're actually hanging on well here on the chart. So I don't think that many people will decide to sell their Ethereum once it's unlocked. And quite often this means that they will be using services like Lido, which will bring additional fire to the price action. And as I have mentioned before on this channel, I really like trading narratives, and I think Lido has a very powerful narrative. And as you can see here, we don't have much price history, and that's usually a very good sign. And there's very big potential for this project to go into the top 10 of all of crypto. And actually, if we look into it, currently it's around number 30 if I'm not mistaken, here at around $2.2 billion market cap, and the number 10 coin right now is Binance USD, which is around 8 billion in market cap. However, here we have projects like Dogecoin, Cardano, XRP, which are OG projects, but to be honest, with a good narrative and in a good bull run, Lido doesn't have that many back holders as the other projects. And I can definitely see this 5-10xing from here, which I think even in a bull run will bring it at some point in the top 10 projects. Will it hold here in this place? I don't know, but the numbers that I showed you are not to be underestimated. People are staking 30% of all Ethereum with Lido, and this is even without the Shanghai update, which will unlock additional, I think, 16 million Ethereum at the first stage. So keep this in mind. Definitely keep Lido on your radar. I'm personally gonna trade this. I'm not gonna accumulate it because of the risks that I already mentioned. But if there's a good setup with good risk to reward, I'm definitely taking this. And if this runs up quickly, I'm more than willing to leave a significant amount of the initial position that I buy in order to make most of the opportunity that I see playing out here on Lido as narrative and also on the charts. That's everything for this video. If you have any questions, you know how to find me.